Ever wonder what other creators are doing around like a specific topic on YouTube? You asked for a deep dive into the current landscape, sent over a search for PewDiePie, and we took a look, and wow, there are some interesting trends popping up.
Oh, yeah.
Now, keep in mind, we hit search on October 3rd, 2024. So think of this as like a live snapshot, not some, curated best of list. We're talking real-time YouTube trends here.
Right, right.
And the first thing that jumps out, remember those days of long, rambling YouTube vlogs and Let's Plays? Well, get ready for a serious blast from the past because they're buried.
Buried?
And what's burying them?
Yeah.
Shorts.
Oh, wow.
Seriously, when we searched PewDiePie, it was like diving headfirst into a bottomless pit of shorts. Don't get me wrong, there's some seriously creative stuff happening in the short format.
Right.
But it makes you wonder how this is impacting established creators like PewDiePie.
Yeah. How are they adapting?
Right. But here's where things get really interesting.
Right.
Even though shorts are, dominating the landscape, PewDiePie's name is still like digital gold.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I mean, just check out some of these video titles we found. PewDiePie trolls Mr. Beast.
Wow.
PewDiePie vs. Markiplier. Even what mic does PewDiePie have?
It's like they're trying to, I don't know, capture some of that PewDiePie magic.
Right. Some are straight up comparisons. Others use his name for challenges or even just to spark debate.
Interesting.
And then there's this whole other wave of videos reminiscing about his older content.
Yeah.
Like those iconic intros or even subscriber battles from years ago. Talk about a blast from the past.
Yeah, like a nostalgia trip.
Totally.
Yeah.
And this isn't just happening in English either. Like, we saw videos referencing PewDiePie in languages I couldn't even begin to decipher.
Wow, that's global reach.
Right.
Yeah.
It seems like everyone's got PewDiePie fever no matter where they are in the world. So, what's the method behind the madness? What are these creators really up to?
Right.
Luckily, we've got our resident YouTube expert here to break it all down for us.
Well, it's fascinating how these seemingly random videos actually reveal some pretty clever strategies at play.
Yeah.
Take, for instance, the use of PewDiePie's name.
Okay.
Even if the content is, only loosely related.
Yeah.
It's a brilliant way for creators to tap into his massive audience.
Makes sense.
And more importantly, the algorithm.
Hold on, the algorithm. Could you break that down for me? And for anyone listening who might not be, familiar with the inner workings of YouTube?
Of course. Think of the YouTube algorithm like a matchmaking service. It's constantly trying to connect viewers with videos they'll enjoy based on, their past viewing history, searches, and even the channels they subscribe to.
Right.
And one of the biggest factors, keywords.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So by mentioning PewDiePie in their titles, these creators are essentially catching the algorithm's eye.
Exactly.
Hoping to get their videos in front of his massive fan base.
It's all about association. The algorithm sees PewDiePie, recognizes it as a high traffic keyword, and thinks, hey, people searching for PewDiePie might be interested in this video too.
Interesting.
Boom, more views for the creator.
Wow, it's like a shortcut to getting millions of views. Talk about strategy.
Right.
But what about those throwback videos, the ones focused on PewDiePie's older content? What's the deal with those?
That's where it gets really interesting. This prevalence of throwback content points to a larger trend on YouTube: nostalgia.
Okay.
Those videos are catering to a specific type of viewer, one who misses the good old days of YouTube, simpler times, maybe even different content styles.
It's that remember when feeling, but for YouTube.
Yeah.
I get that. Sometimes it feels like YouTube is changing so fast that it's easy to get nostalgic for the videos and creators you grew up with.
Right.
But it makes you wonder, is this nostalgia trend driving creators to stick to older formats even when new ones are emerging?
It's a valid question, and it speaks to the power of nostalgia in online spaces.
Mm-hmm.
But remember those videos with titles like handwriting shorts and a jumble of trending terms in the description?
Yeah.
That's the other side of the coin. YouTube as a business. Creators are under immense pressure to constantly adapt to play this, algorithm game if they want their content to be seen.
Mm-hmm.
And that means using every trick in the book to get those views.
It's almost like a constant hustle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Creators are trying to please the algorithm while also appealing to viewers who are bombarded with content every time they open the app.
Precisely. And that makes PewDiePie's enduring presence even more fascinating. Even with all these shifts on the platform, with new formats and trends popping up all the time, his name still carries weight. It's a testament to his lasting impact on YouTube culture.
He's become this almost like mythical figure, a benchmark for success, a source of inspiration, and even, as we've seen, a target for those trying to make a name for themselves in the YouTube sphere. It's quite remarkable when you think about it. But what does it mean for viewers like me or for anyone listening who just wants to enjoy some good content on YouTube? This whole deep dive, it really makes you realize just how big YouTube is.
Huge, yeah.
Millions of videos all like competing for attention. And creators are using some pretty wild tactics to stand out. It kind of makes you see those recommended videos a little differently,
It really does. There's a whole strategy battle happening that most viewers are totally unaware of.
It's easy to get caught up in the numbers game, huh?
Yes.
As both a creator and a viewer. But knowledge is power, right? Knowing how things work can actually make you like a smarter viewer.
Right. The more aware you are of these trends, the more you can, engage with YouTube on your own terms. You start to notice the tactics, right?
Yeah.
Like the nostalgia bait, the keyword stuffing, or like we were talking about, riding the coattails of someone huge like PewDiePie.
So it's like you're not just watching anymore. You're really thinking about why you're seeing what you're seeing. Am I really into this? Or did that title and thumbnail just like totally trick me?
That's the question to ask.
Yeah.
And once you start asking it, you become a more conscious consumer of content,
So what can we do besides like being more aware? Are there any like pro tips you can share
Pro tip, sure.
to help us navigate this wild world of YouTube?
Here's one. Use more specific keywords when you search.
Okay.
So instead of just PewDiePie, try PewDiePie early videos or PewDiePie editing style.
Oh, so instead of letting the algorithm guess, I can give it like clearer direction.
Exactly. You'll be amazed by how much easier it is to cut through all the noise and find exactly what you're looking for.
Game changer. I am never searching YouTube the same way again. This deep dive. It really brings up a bigger question though, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
How can platforms, like YouTube, balance what creators need, because they're constantly under pressure to get those views,
Right.
with what viewers want, because let's be real, we just want to watch good content.
Authentic content.
It feels like there's this kind of tug of war happening.
Yeah. And finding that balance is going to be crucial for the future of online content, right?
Yeah.
How do you keep creators incentivized while also making sure that viewers aren't drowning in clickbait and recycled ideas?
Yeah.
Definitely something to think about the next time you're scrolling through YouTube,
Definitely.
Wondering how you ended up watching a 20-minute video about a 10-second PewDiePie intro from like 2017.
Well said. It seems like the evolution of online content is a two-way street. Creators are adapting to the platform, but viewers, armed with a deeper understanding, can adapt right back. And that's our deep dive for today. We explored the wild world of YouTube, uncovered some clever creator strategies, and hopefully got you thinking a little more critically about the content you consume. Remember, folks, the next time you're on YouTube, don't just watch, think.